Hello, my name is Mark. Oh boy, Rhea was crashing out on women's wrestling fan. This happened like couple days ago, like 4 days ago, May 14th, 2025. And let's read the statement by the Woman of the Year, Miss Rhea Ripley. Women's wrestling fan. Women deserve better. Same breath. She's sleeping with her boss. That's why she's where she is. She should retire. She doesn't deserve it. She's handed everything and never worked for anything. I hope she gets injured. You guys are the real reason it's so difficult to be taken seriously as a woman's wrestler. If you put as much effort into your own miserable lives as you put into degrading successful women, then maybe you would accomplish something yourself. God dang! These women cook y'all asses. But let's talk about real shit right here. Women's wrestling, it's been in the ups and downs for like past decades and stuff until real fans of women's wrestling stand up and voicing, hey, divas deserve better. That's why Vince and said, hey, we'll listen to y'all, and then we're going to change that bitch. And then women's wrestling took over, and then they main evented WrestleMania, and then the rest is history. But if we're being honest, some stuff cannot be dismissed. Some stuff cannot be just forgotten. If you remember that panties and bra stuff match or whatever, and then if you play your old PSP or PS2 game or what platform you are in, you are on SmackDown vs Raw series where there is a type of match where there is like fulfill your dream match where it's just woman versus woman and then you strip them off. That thing happened. Now, in the new era of professional wrestling, women's are everywhere. They compete in the amazing environment. In WWE, they're amazing. They're doing amazing. In AEW, amazing too. Don't get me wrong. Tony Storm. I still wish for more women to be included there, but there is so much room for women there, but the men's taking over the whole company. I wish they split the division with men's and women, same as WWE. I think they could do that, but right now they don't. Especially with Raw and SmackDown, they could do. This my honest opinion about this. I'm not giving you an option, WWE. This is an idea. You put Raw as like more leaning into maybe you gotta put the World Heavyweight Championship there, but put more into women's there. It's like this, like woman, and then the world champion, and then there's tag team. No, I almost forgot about tag team. And then the SmackDown, you could put the mid card and the WWE champion there. So balance it out. So women have like more TV time and stuff. The and then you can balance that shit out. The same as goes for AEW with Collision and Dynamite. They could do that shit, but especially with how many titles, they should figure that out first, and then we we go from there. But let's go into that. She's sleeping with her boss. That's why she's where she is. In my recent memory, I don't think that we have that kind of like woman who had that experience or just have that character, or in real life they basically sleeping with their boss. No, currently I don't think there is one. She should retire. Oh, this one is so many, especially who are especially being overpushed, overrated, and then maybe had like mishaps during a couple of matches. where people like believing in her, and then after getting pushed and then getting there and then there, and everybody has to ask her to retire. In my brain, I'm thinking of I'm thinking Miss Becky Lynch, because how she got pushed by the people, and then the rest is just hate it, hate, hate, and hate, and then she doesn't deserve it. This one is so many people, so many women's there. I don't know, maybe like Liv Morgan when she first holding the women's world championship, not world championship. I mean SmackDown Women's Championship, when she get that title from Ronda, and then have like a mix of like people and then Nikki Ash, because I think it's the character of her, and then she got booed and everything. Yeah, that's number three. That's all I remember right now. That's 2021 and 2022. She's handed everything and never worked for anything. This one, this was way clear. It was Charlotte Flair. I think because her connection and her relationship and her it's her bloodline. It's his father, Mister Woo, 16-time world champion Ric Flair. But if you look her resume, I think uh, she just got handed to her. In my opinion, it is. It got handed everything by Vince. But doesn't mean that she doesn't put a banger. She put a banger match. I think it's just her character, and then WWE focusing on her too much, where where WWE should have like place where you should not put Charlotte in the front, where you have to surround it her, where you should put her in the place where you're not focusing on Charlotte but focusing on roster, and then you can put Charlotte there and then do the rest. I forgot what it called, but just put her in the position and then you surround it just for her, not for everybody. That's what I mean. I hope she get injured. This one, I forgot what it is. Either Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair. Yeah, especially Charlotte winning Royal Rumble a few months ago. I think that's happened, and then Becky Lynch winning the World Heavyweight Championship in that Battle Royal after Rhea got injured, and then I think that's it in my memory that I could recall of certain things that fit that description. In my opinion, this one it's really important, especially from now currently one of the most to me like most popular wrestler right now, Rhea, Mommy. Um, it's really being a woman in general. It's difficult because of certain things that they cannot control, and people now being jealous, being yeah, just the word jealous and jealousy being uh but just jealous. It's to hard to think about. It's just hard to just being taken. I don't know what I'm saying, but that's jealousy. Jealousy, and then something else that I don't know. And to the IWC or women's wrestling fan, just look at the last message. Put effort in your life, man. Maybe you could do something different in your life, but you have to put your hatred towards women that just doing her job, just getting into a story they didn't know, just follow direction from the boss, and then do this and do that, and at certain time that life uh, gets you where you have a feeling towards your boss, or the boss had feelings for you, and then things happen, then it doesn't have to go to full hatred. It just happen. Life itself just happen. But to me, especially myself, I enjoy what currently WWE doing, but I disagree what they're doing, especially with how they treat the mid card, especially the United States. The Intercontinental doing fine, especially with Becky Lynch took over the role as the the driver of that. Not just her, by the way. Her and Lyra took the bus of this talented women and then drove to the trying their best to take this intercontinental championship for the women's to the mountaintop. For the United States, they could do better, especially Zelina now currently holding the title. They could do something, but the rest is just I don't know. But for again, she's sleeping. For most of this description, men should be applied to this, especially like he should retire. This one, if you change the man, it's the Big Show or Paul White. Uh, he doesn't deserve it. Roman Reigns and stuff. He sent it everything. He never worked for anything. Again, uh, you could put Roman Reigns or you could put John Cena. You could put Randy Orton. Especially her father he's a third generation superstar. He's sleeping with their boss. The current boss of WWE is Triple H. This is what happens. um, Injured. This one, CM Punk. So yeah, I think it's time to stop doing this bullshit. If I'm being honest, women's wrestling needs to be supported, especially with the talent releases, which is the kind of like suck. Uh, I don't know what happened. Why especially that's the only thing I hate about WWE is just releasing like talent. I know there's some description about injuries and stuff, that injury prone and stuff. Especially Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade or maybe Dakota Kai and the rest. I don't know, but they need more power, just no more people in the mid card division to elevated themselves to the maybe the pushing for that women's champion or women's world champion. But to me, this is like good. This is a good crash out by Rhea. Let's see the fan response. Rhea, that you have to deal with this. You and Becky have to deal with the worst of it. Yeah, especially Rhea now, the most popular one. The IWC has become so obnoxiously toxic that I'm starting to despise their behavior a lot of these days. You and Becky get the worst of it. Cook those frauds, yes, smoking those frauds, man. I wish WWE let Cody or any other superstars just smoke cigar. Yes, preach, Rhea, preach. Tell them love this, so true and right. Respect women wrestler and love this message. Thank you, Rhea, for saying this. No lies detected, especially EO. If you remember that clip of somebody in NXT where he said, "Go back to China" or whatever, and she said, "I'm Japanese, bitch." Whatever, that shit is funny. And people on her side, and then the same people that won Women Stars are the same people that tear them down. Rhea gets the biggest crowd reactions. Rhea puts on great performance, always trending on social media, one of the biggest draws. And so merch sellers, once you get over, they turn their backs on you. But this go both ways, by the way. I'm not going to, but women had it worse, in my opinion. But yeah, everybody put um, put mostly on Rhea's side, and I'm there with her. As whether you are a man, women, transgender woman, transgender man, whatever you are, if you support wrestling, go all out. Don't pick and choose whoever it is. Just don't pick and choose. I think that's the worst of it. If you dislike someone for certain things, yes, you can criticize that. But if you put a lot of hate, jealousy, and then hatred, and then this and that, it kind of ruin the fun of professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is about just life, just art, life itself, and everything is just portrayed in the manner of like entertainment of sports and whatever it is. But if you go on the way on Twitter or whatever 4chan, cesspool of bunch of idiots just hate, put hate on it, is just making wrestling. But it's not just wrestling, by the way. It's all over the place, especially in world of sports or world of entertainment, whatever it is. Everything is just cesspool of bunch of idiots crying over some shit they don't know about. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Women's Wrestling Fan, Women Deserve Better by Rhea Ripley. Come on, man. Get your shit together. Goodbye.